Perhaps our nation's capital, almost as hot as your Mystics team because of the way their bigs play defensively. The ball is the Mystics. Tiara Cruz, Tony Patillo, and Genesis Perrimon are your officials, as this is the first matchup of the season between the Valkyries and the Mystics. Valkyries swept the Mystics 4-0 last year, and Shakira Austin with the first points of the game.
And that was with Kia Stokes right there at the rim. But Austin did a great job of finishing on that left side.
And that's the challenge with this Mystics team. Kiki Iriafen, Shakira Austin, very mobile bigs that are double-double threats every single evening. KT for three, in and out, but a clean look for her.
And I like that quick pass by Veronica Burton.
Georgia Amore will look to push the pace whenever she gets the chance. Austin has been hitting more threes this year. Iriafen can't keep it alive. Rebound to VB. Washington in the top 5 defensively in points allowed per game this season. Zandalicini step back 2, rolls it in for the first bucket for the Valkyries.
Loved it. Reading the defense in that drop, felt good in that mid-range.
And Chechi continues to be that matchup nightmare in the half court where she can just rise and get her shot up against any type of player. She can shoot over the bigs, also create that spacing against players that are a little bit slower.
I love that size and where her release point is too.
How about KT fighting for positioning? Iriafen can't get open. Shot clock winding down. Amore has to hoist it up to beat the clock. No good. Offensive rebound. Michaela Onyenwere, but in the hands from Williams. She gets a deflection. Williams taking it down the floor, takes the contact. No whistle, though. Cody McMahon back the other way. Austin falling, fixing her own miss. Can't find it. 2 consecutive misses, then Burton knocked to the ground. So a foul on Austin in the early going.
And Austin did a great job of staying with it at first, miss after miss, but then right there just plowed Veronica Burton over trying to get that final rebound. It'll be Valkyries ball.
And much like the case against Atlanta, defensive rebounding will be huge for Golden State in this game with just how ferocious this front court is for offensive rebounds for the Mystics.
It's just going to take an extra focus, an extra effort every single time, knowing where you are, where your position is.
Burton, the kick over to KT. Stokes, open on the wing, too strong.
And it's good that Kia Stokes is still trying to shoot some of these threes, extending the floor. You got to keep taking them.
Shooting over 37% coming into this game from outside. Iriafen blocked by Stokes. That'll be Mystics ball with 12 to shoot.
And Stokes coming up big on the defensive end once again. In that last game, 3 steals, 2 blocks for Kia Stokes. And you see it once again with Iriafen.
8 to shoot, Amore. Onyenwere curling, Onyenwere. High-low pass, Iriafen, physical finish.
And that was a great pass, great decision. That's what we talked about with Kiki at the beginning of the game. You got to make sure you know where she is. Putting a body on her is not just when you're looking to get the rebounds. It's also when she's getting big down low.
The Mystics lead the W in percentage of their points coming from the paint. That is where they want to live. KT, rainbow 3, too strong. Back comes Washington. Amore trying to find a seam. The 3 from outside off target. That'll careen out of bounds as Iriafen couldn't put it in.
Getting swung around, shooting with confidence, though. That's something that she wants to evolve with her game. But look how good she is when she's on the inside, getting that position, getting the ball and finishing.
The Mystics make the second worst three-point field goal percentage in the league. Mystics make the second worst three-point field goal percentage in the league, second fewest made threes per game. They did shoot over 50% in their victory over Atlanta. Zandalicini, no good on the 3.
And that's another good look for Zandalicini. Had enough space, again, away from the defender. Just some of these shots aren't falling right away.
McMahon pocket pass. Burton read it perfectly. Got the steal. EB will slow it down. Valkyries will get into their half-court sets. Burton, the drive. Iriafen trying to check her on the perimeter. They get it to KT. KT, 1-2 step, gallops through the lane. Fouled as she goes up. Tough physical take from her.
Veronica Burton starting off everything with the offense, taking Kiki Iriafin down the middle. Kiki did a good job staying in front, and so that's when KT started moving around. You see, as soon as she started moving, Veronica Burton found her, and then she took it all the way to the basket, getting to the line.
Kayla Thornton, we know that things have been a little up and down over the last couple of games. She's had double figures in 2 of the last 4, but then just 2 points in that victory over Atlanta. However, she was plus 18 in that game. So it's so many little things she does on the defensive end. Like we just saw moments ago, being able to push Iriafin off the block and get defensive positioning that make her so critical to be on the floor.
Well, she's so strong, too. She works on her body, and you just see why she needs to be out there.
Both free throws are good, tied at 4 apiece. Nearly 4 minutes into this one, so scoring has been at a premium in the early going. Onyenwere, Lauren Betts checking in. High draft pick out of UCLA. Another deflection. It's a foot race in the backcourt. Now 4 on the shot clock. Valkyries try to force Washington in a bad shot. Amor long shot, misses everything. What a defensive stand there for the Valkyries.
Valkyries doing such a good job there in that defensive possession, just flying everywhere. And this is exactly what we talked about too, Jordan. They need to capitalize on the Mystics' mistakes. They're a young team.
One thing that stood out, it's not a stat that is tracked in the box score, but the number of deflections from the Valkyries already, they've disrupted a lot of the flow for the Mystics. Chechi on the block, has that patented fadeaway. Tough shot, can't find the angle though. Valkyrie switch on to Amor, she lost it. Stokes right there with another steal.
Again, the defense being in the right places at the right time.
Burton trying to turn the corner, nearly lost the handle. She's got it. Iriafin trying to stay in front of her once again. Williams up top, one of the rare touches on offense for her, with 7 to shoot. Williams creates a little bit of separation right down Main Street. Gabby lays it up, can't find it. Both teams now a combined 3 for 17 to start this game.
And the Valkyries are getting some good looks inside, outside, but even right there, just can't finish it.
Betts sandwiched between 2 defenders. Mystics working around Onyenwere. No good. Burton, what a rebound between 2 Mystics as she fended them off. KT transition, stops on a dime, can't put it in.
And even that's a good look, just understanding the big that's down there, not wanting to go up into her body.
Betts looking for Iriafin down low. Stokes, Iriafin fading away. And a rare field. Iriafin down low. Stokes, Iriafin fading away. And a rare field goal in this one.
And that's pretty. Obviously, that deep in the paint, being able to get a little bit of space in the short range.
Both teams ready to unload half of their benches into this game. We've had a lot of play with no stoppage here. We're already at the 4-minute mark this first quarter, flying by. Kind of a foul off the ball.
The decisions of, I'm not going to go up against this big and get blocked. I'm going to stop pop in the short range, just not falling.
Janelle Salon, fresh off the bench, can't connect on the 3. Valkyries now 0 for 6. From, 0 for 5 from beyond the arc to start this one.
Shoot or shoot, keep going.
Cross-court pass, Lucy Olsen hit a 3 to get things going in their last game. Can't get that one. Williams the rebound. Caitlin Chen into the game along with Leticia Me here. Tiff Hayes. Here's Salon, clean look on the baseline. She puts it in and a much-needed bucket for the Valkyries.
And I love that pick and pop opportunity right there. Janelle Salon, instead of trying to go to the block, she just pops out more baseline.
2 assists on 2 field goals for the Valkyries, so the ball movement has been there. Backdoor cut, Iriafin. Nice finish there.
And what a pass by Olsen, and Iriafin moving without the basketball.
Hayes up top, checked by Floreth. Hayes got hit as she was driving. You saw that lane open up, but then all of a sudden she stopped dribbling, so that foul will go against Alethea Floreth.
And you see again, Chen to Salon. I love that connection right there. And just Salon with the right read, reading the defense. And man, Kiki Iriafin doing the same thing on the other side, moving without the basketball.
Both these teams have deep rosters. Already the 9th player getting into this game here for Washington, Angela Dugalich. One of 2 UCLA Bruins selected in the first round out of the 5 Bruins that were drafted in the first round. Salon, step back jumper, can't get it. Loose ball on the floor. Hayes scoops it up, back out to Williams. 8 to shoot for Gabby. Eyes JuLy, just skips off the rim. And then a loose ball, a me here there. The active hands from the Valkyries. Washington had 27 turnovers in their last game against Atlanta, and then a me here going to be called for the travel.
She got a little bit too excited when she got that basketball at the elbow. She wanted to go. She had the
quarter. It's 8 to 6. Offensively, it's a game only a mother could love so far. But for the Valkyries, it just puts more of a premium on their execution on defense, I imagine.
Absolutely. And that's where they're also bringing their energy and kind of finding their energy.
Me here gets a hand in there, yet another deflection. Hayes, the spin move. What a find to a me here. Can't complete it. Would have been a highlight.
Great job by Ami here, obviously with those active hands and then running the floor and getting rewarded. But it looked like that ball was passed a little bit behind.
Valkyries had a season-high 15 steals in the victory over Atlanta 2 days ago. They have 5 steals already here in the first quarter. Betts looking for the post-up. Ami here behind. Betts at 6'7". Power dribble out to Olsen inside. Another deflection. Ami here gets sent to the floor. Betts surrounded by Valkyries goes through the contact. Puts it in. Seemed like a lot of steps right there, Morgan.
And
4th pick overall, was the Big Ten Player of the Year last season. Completes the 3-point play. That's a 5-point lead for Washington. 11 to 6 over the Valkyries at the moment. Valkyries just 2 of 13 from the field. Hayes, the pass, hits Olsen. Chen there to scoop it up. 8 to shoot. Hayes, tough shot with the left hand. Can't get it. Knocked out of bounds by JuLy. It'll be a fresh shot clock for the Valkyries on the baseline.
And good fight by Salon once again, trying to create a second chance opportunity. And right there, they'll get baseline out of bounds.
At this point, you're just looking for easy scoring opportunities, whether it's in the paint or in transition for the Valkyries. Pass inside to Salon. Salon with Olsen defending. Salon trying to create a little bit of space. Betts there with the block.
I wish she went all the way to the right side and tried finishing off the glass away from Betts.
JuLy, the handoff to Olsen. Pass inside to Salon. Salon with Olsen defending. Salon trying to create a little bit of space. Betts there with the block.
I wish she went all the way to the right side and tried finishing off the glass away from Betts.
JuLy, the handoff to Olsen. Olsen back to JuLy. Mystics whip it around. They go to Betts inside once more. Back outside to McMahon, and that'll be an offensive foul against Lauren Betts, as she got a little too physical. So a lot of credit right now they're looking for. They want to put one of their 3 excellent post players on the block and feed them in the half court. Kyla Charles, who is just terrific closing out that game against the Dream, gets another needed bucket right off the bench.
How did she even get through the defenders and finish on the left side? Fantastic footwork as well.
Charles played her college ball in Maryland, not too far away from here. Betts, the take. She's got 5 points in the first quarter.
And just some great ball movement once again, attacking the paint and finding Betts at the rim.
40 seconds left here in the first. 5-point lead for the Mystics. Hayes up top, gets the screen from Ami here. Hayes flips it over to Chen. She'll fire the 3. Chen is good. Doesn't even touch the rim.
And Tiffany Hayes just getting the defense to come over just a little bit to get Chen a little extra room on that 3.
1 second differential between shot and game clock. You figure the Mystics will try to milk this all the way that they can. Olsen to Betts in the deep end. Back to Olsen. Olsen behind the back dribble. Olsen to Betts. Ami here trying to break it up. And Betts another catch and finish. Charles won't heave it up. So Lauren Betts
as well.
Also 13-4 advantage on the board for the Mystics. So if you're the Valkyries, as you have the turnover there, there's a conversation about bringing the energy on the road. And a lot of these arenas pale in their comparison, especially with the energy with Valhalla. You've got to get off to good starts, and that begins with the execution on both ends of the floor.
It's just like you were saying, too. It's about finding that energy on the defensive end, flying around, but also not making the small mistakes.
McMahon airmails that one. JuLy can't save it. It'll be Valkyries ball. Still plenty of time in this one, and for the Valkyries, it's the first time they've matched up against the Mystics this season, and Washington is a young team that's very active defensively, and sometimes it takes a moment to adjust to what they're maybe throwing your way. Chen hit a three earlier, the second one knocked to the floor. Charles there for the offensive rebound, rolls it in, her second bucket.
Kyla Charles does such a great job of just following that basketball, especially when it comes to offensive rebounding.
Charles, your leading scorer for the Valkyries with 4 points here in the early going. Onyenwere over to a fellow UCLA Bruin and Betts. Again, looking for the high-low. Dugalich over to McMahon. Here's the three from outside, no good. Stokes the rebound. And how about the substitution of Stokes on the floor now with Betts out there also?
And that was something we were seeing in that first quarter. Do they need more size? They obviously had strength down low, but seeing Kia Stokes back out there on Betts is a good thing.
Chen tried to get it to Stokes, able to save the possession. 5 on the shot clock. Chen finds the angle, and it trickles in.
Wow, she was falling to that left and somehow just put enough power on it.
The Valkyries with the top scoring bench in the league at 34 points a game. They have been clutch in the early going, 11 already off the pine. The three from outside, no good. Stokes the rebound. Washington now 0 for 9 from outside. Right now with this game tied at 15 apiece, this bench crew in a groove. Hayes pipes it in.
Little give and go action right there. Tiffany Hayes doing a good job, again, reading the defense, getting her defender to go one way. She went the other.
Terrific response to start this second quarter for the Valkyries. Bet she can hit that jumper, no good that time. Rebound to Hayes. Charles up ahead to Salon. That's her spot in the corner. Lets it fly. The Valkyries starting to heat up in the nation's capital, and the Mystics need a timeout.
Enough, it looked like they almost went into a matchup zone right there, but they're doing a good job of not allowing any shots in the paint. Look at this, the perimeter pressure.
Onyenwere in and out. Mystics mystified from outside, and Janelle Salon slow to get up. Salon still in the backcourt, making her way down the floor. That is a wonderful sight to see. Her running down the court is a little scary at first. She was grabbing what appeared to be her right knee. Charles back out to Chen. 4 on the shot clock. Chen stop and pop. Can't get that one.
And I like the confidence by Chen there. Just looking for hers as the shot clock was winding down.
Iriafen looking to post up Salon. Tasked with trying to keep her off the block. Amor, this three, it's the first triple for the Mystics. It took them 11 shots to get there.
And they needed to see one go down, especially because they're having a difficult time beating that first line of defense.
If you're the Valkyries, you'll live with 9% shooting from outside right now.
Oh, yes, you will. That's where you want them to shoot.
Salon, the three, skips off the rim. Oh, look at Stokes, just pried array. Then Stokes falls to the floor. It's a little slip and slide action, but right now the Valkyries are the first ones to the ball, and Janelle won a little bit later and see what happened, whether it's knee-to-knee contact or something. But right now, Janelle Salon not necessarily looking 100%. Burton and Thornton get back in the game. Hayes, three behind the screen, no good. Box outs, ineffective. Burton chases down the offensive rebound.
You saw those fundamental box outs right there, and they still got by.
Burton to Stokes from outside. Oh, Stokes strokes it from beyond the arc.
A second chance opportunity, hustling for that offensive board led to that.
Right now, it's just simply the hustle. Charles rips it away like a free safety. Running down the court is Burton. The 1-2 step. Austin tracked that, but you love the attack from the Valkyries.
I love seeing the defense lead to that type of offense, too. In the open court, that's something that we want to see. And Natalie Nakase is exactly right for Veronica Burton. Maybe just taking it to Natalie Nakase is exactly right for Veronica Burton. Maybe just taking a two-footed jump stop when you see someone like Shakira Austin back in transition defense.
The bigs for the Mystics, they will want to try and challenge every possible shot. We've seen that in the early going so far. Hayes, oh, cat-like crossover. Hayes to the cup. Oh, she was a blur to the rim.
She didn't care what big was coming over. Austin still tried hustling over. It wasn't enough for Hayes.
Hayes right now mystifying the Washington defense. It's a 7-point lead, largest of the game for the Valkyries. Olsen, no good. Offensive rebound, Onyenwere outside. Amor, the drive, stonewalled by KT. Olsen, pump fake, Olsen, drive, it's good.
So that defensive possession started with them in kind of a matchup zone, which then led to all those cross matches once that ball went up, allowing Mystics to get that O board.
Stokes the handoff to Hayes. 8 to shoot. Burton comes around. Stokes sets the screen. Burton has to get it to KT. KT back to Burton. Shot clock winding down. Burton, step back three. Hoists it up, off the rim. Rebound right to Charles. She was right there in the right spot. Give all the credit to KT for keeping it alive.
Does KT also get an assist for that too? That little tap to Charles.
I'm telling you, the extra effort. I have not seen the Valkyries win every ball the way they are so far. Foul on the floor against Golden State. But their hustle, the complete flip.
15 minutes off the bench for her. Can she just keep that up?
Olsen playing some heavy minutes here in the first half. Gets it over to Onyenwere in the corner. Amor has nowhere to go. Valkyries pounding her. Olsen, catch, step back three. It's good. That's just a ridiculously difficult shot.
That's it right there. That is tough to make that while you're still floating back.
Here's the encouraging thing for the Valkyries. The last 5 points have come from just very difficult shots from Olsen. You'll live with that completely if that's your game plan. Burton, the handoff. Olsen just got punished on the screen, and Burton able to roll it in.
Just a 3-level scorer, can score at the rim, beyond the arc, and right there in the floater.
Give Stokes tremendous credit on that screen. And right now, it feels like the Mystics are just sped up in the half court. Onyenwere caught in midair. It's another tough shot, tip of the cap.
And that was with Kia Stokes, arms straight up. The verticality there, just a better make.
Stokes right now trying to gather herself, and she'll get checked out here real quick. And Stokes on the baseline. And I believe you cannot substitute there. It was not a dead ball. And Stokes right now just looks a little, I don't want to say dazed as she goes down the floor, but clearly just trying to gather herself. Stokes, another mean screen. Burton retreats the dribble. Backdoor cut for Williams. Flips it to Chechi. Chechi, pump fake, the flyby, the bucket, no good. Floreth. Slow things down. Austin. The post up. Austin trying to get to the shoulder. Gathers the gallop. And credit the Mystics. They're hitting their shots.
What a smart shot by Austin. Not trying to go through Kia Stokes' arms. She was straight up. The verticality was there. She created just a little bit of space.
Valkyries will call timeout.
They found a different energy on the defensive end to lead to so much better offense.
Burton gets the screen from a me here. Burton nearly falls, keeps the handle. Iriafina continues to defend Burton. We've seen that a handful of times. Williams over to Burton. Long three from outside. Can't connect. A me here chases it down. Another offensive rebound for the Valkyries. Williams still scoreless. Just 0 for 3. Poked away by Floreth.
Good defense by Floreth. Just the double coming over there on Gabby.
Then Floreth goes to the cup, and that's going to be a foul on Williams. So Floreth will go to the line for a pair of free throws.
And those moments can be a little deflating, getting the ball picked away and then obviously drawing a foul on the defensive end. But for someone like Gabby, you got to keep looking for yours. Try and split those defenders on the offensive end. Protect the basketball and go.
So Lethea Floreth, the rookie out of Spain, was undrafted. Just 2 for 8 from the free throw line the last 4 games, now 2 for 9. And right now we saw Kia Stokes and Janelle Salon get a little shaken up. Salon was holding that right knee area, and Stokes was apparently a little dazed last time she was on the floor. The two were sitting next to each other on the bench, appear to be in better spirits now. But as we said, we'll keep you updated on their status, and we imagine they'll return to this game as well too. Burton, the handoff to Williams on the run. Right now for the Valkyries, their offense has been a little mucked up in the half court as they try to find a little bit better quality look. Thornton up top from Burton. Can't connect. The wide open threes have been there.
And that was a great feed by Veronica Burton, getting that pass to Thornton at the top.
McMahon muscles her way to the cup and picks up the foul, and Washington will have a chance to extend the lead now after coming back into this one.
And that's an energy.
The three-point play. So the lead is 2 now. for the Mystics, and under 2 minutes left here in the first half. Mystics have won 5 out of their last 7. Valkyries have won 4 straight. A 5th win would tie the franchise record for most wins in a row. Chechi off the handoff to the corner. Back to Chechi, 4 to shoot. Onyenwere blankets her. Chechi tries to create a little separation, in and out on the shot. KT right there. That'll be a foul on Burton as she came over the back, though.
I thought she timed that out perfectly.
I thought she did also.
Yeah, I mean, a little physical, but at the same time, it wasn't over the back. She trying to tap it to her teammate. And then also, for Xana Lucini, you saw that first initial play when she got into the paint. She was seeing what the big was doing, Lauren Betts, and Betts was in drop. She should have just stopped pop in the mid-range.
Had an opening for a moment, became a tougher shot as the shot clock was winding down. Kyla Charles and Janelle Salon, good to see her back on the floor. We'll check back in, and there's a bit of that somewhat matchup zone look we're seeing from the Valkyries. They go inside to Iriafin, and the ball is just simply thrown away. The matchup zone continues to puzzle the Mystics.
And as they're still trying to find their connection with that matchup zone, you could tell there's a few miscommunications. They just keep the intensity up.
9th turnover of the game for Washington. Burton back to Salon. Salon, step back 3, no good. Chechi volleyballs it alive. Valkyries now 3 of 16 from beyond the arc, but they will continue to fire. Those have been solid looks. Charles in the corner, her 3, no good. A lot of these shots are just halfway down. Look at McMahon, just a blur with the ball down the floor. Floreth, back to McMahon. Iriafin, trying to carve out some real estate. Chechi tries to feint the double. McMahon up top, Betts. And Iriafin clogging up the paint right now. McMahon has no dribble. McMahon blocked by Chechi. They're going to call a foul. Chechi wants to see a review.
And not only that, though, Jordan, there's a lot of Mystics jerseys living in the paint. I had maybe 20 seconds. Kidding, exaggerating.
Some of the staff in the second row of the bench that are quickly all over those replays, and they will not use the challenge. First free throw's good for McMahon. McMahon now with 4 points. Betts is the leading scorer for the Mystics with 7. And listen, this is a team, Washington, they want to live in the paint. It doesn't matter how many players they put in there. They're going to get those touches inside.
Well, and that's why you saw 3 different players in there, from Betts and then McMahon getting in there. Kiki Iriafin was posting up on Janelle Salon. Valkyries just got to keep being strong with this lineup.
8-second differential between shot and game clock. Chechi, the catch, the drive, rises up from the elbow, puts it in.
And that's the shot we were talking about right there. Again, she does such a great job elevating.
Valkyries would love to get a stop and just trail by 2 going into halftime. It has not been the best shooting first half, but the defense has flexed its muscle. Floreth, jump shot, no good. Rebound into the hands of the Valkyries. That'll do it for the first half. Washington scores 22.
Defensively, creating that confidence and that energy for yourself.
Typical starters on the floor for the Valkyries to start the second half. As we mentioned, Williams was scoreless, and you see 3 defenders, all their eyes on Williams. That's been the key for the Mystics to try and take her out of the game. 4 to shoot. Burton on an island, takes it herself. Strong take, goes glass.
And what a take for Veronica Burton. She saw everyone on the left side of the floor and somehow still went down the middle to get it off the glass.
So knowing that the Mystics are going to slant their defense towards Williams, it goes back to what Coach Nakase said, ball movement, player movement, you're going to find those mismatches.
Yeah, I mean, there was a wall of defenders there on Gabby Williams.
McMahon, the 3, no good, limited to just 1 shot. Valkyries get the rebound. And that's exactly the type of defensive possession the Valkyries want to have, possession after possession. Chechi will use the Stokes screen. McMahon defending her. 6 to shoot. Chechi the crossover. Step back. Contested triple. What a shot from Chechi. Well defended, but it didn't matter.
Such a methodical move right there. The way that she had that step back, the crossover, it was slow. It was her pace. No one was speeding her up.
Well, this was the case in the second quarter. When the Valkyries are hitting their shots against Washington, the Mystics can't keep pace with them at all as they force another miss. Here's Williams on the break. KT, 4-3. The Valkyries can't get that one, but Burton fouled as she was going in for the rebound, and Amor will be whistled for the foul.
A lot of bodies there, but going back to that KT3, those are the open looks we're talking about. It's
JuLy now with 6 points. Leads all starters in scoring right now. Williams, mid-range jumper. Will this get her going? Can't connect, and another loose ball foul on the floor. It goes against Iriafen as Stokes was fighting for the rebound.
And something we saw in that first half was a really nice flow to the game. Not a lot of whistles, not a lot of free throws. Both teams going up and down, but right there, the Mystics slowing things down for themselves.
That's you just giving me a hard time for saying this game went really fast in the first half. You got really upset that all of a sudden I jinxed it.
You're telling everyone.
Burton, the floater, can't find it that time. Austin running the break, rumbling down the floor, off balance, can't get it. Stokes might have been hit from behind. And she's looking for the foul. She was wondering why she got pushed and there was no whistle. It'll be Mystics ball.
That's what she's saying down there. She's like, I didn't just fly like that.
Comes from behind with 2 arms. So either way, Washington gets a second chance. Can't convert. Mystics now 2 of 15 from outside.
Keeping them outside of the paint. That's exactly it.
Here's Gabby. Stokes the ball screen, in and out dribble. Gabby to the corner. KT left all alone. Can't connect, but those are such quality looks. And another offensive rebound as JuLy kept it alive. JuLy shoved to the ground by McMahon, and now JuLy holding her left ankle. We've seen about 3 Valkyries get a little roughed up in this one, and she'd like to see a review because she felt that this was just a clear shove from behind off the ball.
I would like to see that one again, because the way that she's looking at them. Oh.
And the officials are going to take a look because this was just the foul against McMahon. It's the 3rd team foul already in this 3rd quarter. Sydney Johnson marched to the other side of his bench, and here come the Valkyries. 10 to shoot. Burton with Amor trying to stay in front of her. Burton to the corner. KT still getting clean looks. And listen, if you're Kayla Thornton, sure, you're 0 for 6 from outside, but that shot has to be taken, and it's going to drop eventually.
It has to. How many times are I need to say the line tonight, shoot or shoot, but especially for someone like Kayla Thornton, who's had her struggles over the last couple of games.
Valkyries now 3 of 20 from outside. Backdoor pass, interrupted, bodies everywhere. Should be a jump ball as Austin couldn't weave the bounce pass inside.
Yeah, Kayla Thornton, the up and down scoring over the last 5 games. 2 points, 17 points, 0, 11, 2. And for her, it's about finding consistency. But if you're out there and your coaches believe in you and your teammates believe in you, you must keep being a threat and shooting.
Stokes and Onyenwere to jump. Stokes will win the tip. Williams somehow bobbles it alive into Burton's hands. So another stop for the Valkyries. Washington scoreless so far here in the 3rd quarter. Burton trying to redirect some traffic. Williams giving a little bit of room, back over to Burton. Burton the drive, back out to Williams, 7 to shoot. Gabby from outside, no good.
And it's a great look. Burton getting in the paint and getting the spray to Gabby.
All of these shots, it's clinic tape offensively. As the steal is forced by the Valkyries. 2-on-1 opportunity. KT to VB, circus shot. And she gets it to drop, and a chance for one more.
And that's a foul we're looking for, Jordan. She did such a great job of keeping that body control while still taking...
Working, because here's Kayla Thornton, we mentioned, hasn't hit a shot yet in this game. You get the steal, the assist in transition leads to a 3-point play, and now you've padded the lead to 5, and that was a big shift in this game for the Valkyries, who continue to shut out the Mystics here in the 3rd. And this has been the quarter that has haunted the Valkyries this season. Right now, it's their best quarter of the game. Onyenwere, McMahon trying to look inside to Austin. Iriafen fading away, no good. Still a lid on the rim for the Mystics.
It's still pushing them out a little bit, trying to make them feel uncomfortable and not in the paint.
Mystics now 0 for 5 to start the 3rd. Burton uses the screen a couple of times, hands it off to JuLy, 8 to shoot. JuLy will bring it out. McMahon defending. JuLy, flurry of moves, fade away, long 2, can't connect. Burton wasn't able to get the offensive rebound. Here comes McMahon in transition. McMahon, like a running back through the tackles, falls to the floor. Iriafen clears out. JuLy, tough putback.
what a rebound. My goodness, so strong. Kiki Irifen just down low.
Valkyries. The defense has been phenomenal. The offense, the ball is whipping around. The shots have been clean. They just haven't been dropping. 3 of 21 from 3. But it's just one of those things you got to keep swinging out of this slump. Burton in the paint. Can't find the angle. Betts back in the game, claims the rebound.
And they've done a good job of not just relying on the outside shots, really trying to get into the paint as well.
Floreth whips it over to Irifen. Betts with 7 points in this one, and a foul on the floor will go against Gabby Williams. That'll be her second personal.
Her closeout right there, just got a little aggressive, trying to stay in front and then reaching the arms.
Lucy Olsen back on the floor for the Mystics as well, too. Floreth with Charles defending. Floreth, the pump fake. Charles not biting on it. 4 to shoot. Irifen, fadeaway, tough shot. The Valkyries again stonewalling the Mystics. Charles was the spark plug in the first quarter for the Valkyries. Stokes, another 3, can't get it off the heel. Charles tries to poke it alive into the hands of Onyenwere.
And I like that look for Stokes as well, just trying to still be that threat from the outside.
Credit the Valkyries for how hard they're fighting these over the tops, and that's just a great pass and catch for Irifen.
Wow, the high-low action, big to big action right there. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
Valkyries are in the bonus now. Keep that in mind if Burton and Williams want to start trying to attack the cup a little bit more. Williams, Betts retreating. Williams gets a shot to drop. Is that the spark she needs?
Great read. The in and out dribble, gets by her defender, and then Betts right there, arms down, go in and drop. She knew she could get the mid-range.
That's there all night for the Valkyries with the way these bigs have been defending for Washington. Onyenwere, no good. She leads the league in three-point field goal percentage. She is now 0 for 4 from outside. Williams. Floreth recovers quickly onto her. Valkyries whip it around. Charles, Onyenwere defending. Charles will retreat the dribble. Gets ahead of steam. Charles, strong take. Can't get the angle, though. Rebound to Irifen. Floreth, the drive against Burton, goes on the baseline. Brings it back out top. Betts the catch. Betts knocked away by Williams. A fight on the baseline. Burton keeps it alive. Here comes Williams in transition. 3-on-2. Gabby to Salon. 4-3. No good.
A great defensive play. You saw everyone just come down on Betts, grab that ball away, push it up the floor. It's a good look. Transition 3.
Valkyries 0 for 6 from 3 in this third quarter. Olsen, strong take, fouled by Charles. She'll go to the free throw line.
Oh, I thought Charles did a pretty good job defensively there. Not a lot of contact on Olsen as she was looking for hers in the paint, but that's something that we've seen a good job of with this Valkyries team, just keeping them out of the paint. I know we saw that high-low action a couple of possessions ago, but for the most part in this third, it's been good.
Lucy Olsen in her second year out of Iowa. This is the first free throw. And so for the Valkyries, this is one of those situations. I think the encouraging sign is you oftentimes see teams when the shots aren't falling, the defense doesn't follow. Well, the Valkyries are bringing on defense. The shots clearly aren't falling, but they continue to put that effort in on that end of the floor as Olsen misses 2. Chen chases it down. Another loose ball claimed by Golden State.
Control what you can control, and that's what the Valkyries are doing with these extra effort moments.
It's the bench unit plus Stokes on the floor right now. Hayes. From up top, uncorks a 3. That's exactly what Golden State needed. Hayes dropping 3s and dropping jewelry on the floor as well, too. Olsen over to Floreth. Betts. Couple dribbles. Charles clamps down on her. The 3 from outside is good for McMahon.
Fantastic job feeding your big and then passing it back out. McMahon knocking it down.
You don't fault the Valkyries for the defense there. That's exactly what has been working all game long. You'll live with that. Hayes, pump fake. Olsen, lost by Hayes. Hayes over to Chen. 8 to shoot. Chen behind the back. In traffic, out to Stokes. Corner 3. Oh, she got another one.
Get Kia Stokes in the corner and get out of her way. We've seen her knock down a few of those this season. Looks so good, so decisive.
Stokes, 2 of 4 from outside. She has the most 3s from a Valkyrie in this game. Betts over Stokes, no good. Stokes the rebound. Her 6th of the game.
Great job by Kia Stokes once again.
Salon to Charles for 3, no good. Charles, oh, look at the effort as she fights for it. Chen will slow it down, 8 to shoot, just over 1:30 left here in the third quarter. Lead is at 6 for the Valkyries. They're looking for another uppercut here. Chen in the paint, it rolls in. Valkyries starting to pick up steam.
It's what we said at the half. When Chen comes in, she knows she needs to be a floor manager, and that's exactly what she's been out there.
Chen with 7 points in this game has been highly efficient. McMahon the drive. Charles was knocked down. Flores the 3, no good. Salon going to be called for the foul, and that's frustrating because you felt like Charles got fouled from a Mystics player.
Yeah.
We'll hop off the bench and head to the scorer's table. Stokes probably could use a little breather before the fourth quarter. Another 3, no good. Stokes fighting through so much potential fatigue with all the effort she's putting in. She's got 7 rebounds, 6 points, plus 14 in this game. Hayes draws a crowd, whips it over to Chen. Chen picks up the dribble, 8 to shoot for Hayes. Olsen will tighten the clamps, 4 to shoot. Hayes, the savvy vet, right down the lane with the left and a little bit of English.
She saw the open lane down the middle and still finished on the left side.
How good has Hayes been here in the third quarter? 5 points, she's up to 7 for the game. Amor, no good, can't find it. About 6 seconds between shot and game clock. 10-point lead for the Valkyries. Their largest of the game. The bench has been phenomenal. And to shoot, Hayes and Stokes. 2 veterans with so much time in this league trying to carve out one more bucket. Hayes, the crossover, the 3. Hayes can't connect. One more look here for the Mystics. Amor has to hustle. Stokes will try to challenge her a little bit. Amor running the 3, no good. But a third quarter.
Second unit coming in, being aggressive and knocking down some shots.
There's some saying called strength in numbers or something like that I think people in Golden State are familiar with. And right now, that's been the case. Your starters, they're having a tough night, but the bench has put on the cape, and they have helped carry this team here in the second half.
And that's the saying, and this Valkyries team is doing such a good job with their entire team right now. It's just truly a complete team effort.
And right now, for Washington, Floreth is trying to just regain her composure. Might be something with her neck or ear area, but she'll stay in the game. Austin, who was very effective in the first half, was pretty quiet in the third quarter. McMahon, the 3, that's no good. Valkyries will gladly take that.
Truly just a different focus from this Valkyries. Every single time a shot goes up, turning around and putting a body on everyone.
Chen will use the Amihir screen. Can't find the roll. Back out to Charles. 6 to shoot. Charles, the drive, blocked by Austin.
Great help by Austin coming over on Charles.
Hayes wanted a foul. She had her arms up in the air. Now Austin fighting with Salon for positioning. Hayes just a step too slow, but Austin can't convert. Valkyrie's ball, it was right there at the rim for her.
Another fantastic defensive effort. The help defense unit has put on the Mystics defense. The defense is doing a better job there.
Valkyries have held the Mystics to 3 of 17 shooting in the second half. Charles, the drive, rises in the paint. Too fast, too athletic, and 2 more for the Valkyries.
Couldn't get it at the rim on that last possession, so she made the adjustment, got into the short range, and made it.
8 points for Charles, 4 of 8 from the field. Austin, the handoff to Floreth. Hayes, look at her fight for positioning down low. Onyenwere flips it over to Austin. Floreth, shot clock winding down, has to put it up, doesn't hit anything, and another stop for the Valkyries.
Jordan, this defensive pressure, you're seeing it on the outside. You're seeing it when the ball goes inside. It is everywhere right now. They are so locked in. It's just creating a different type of confidence and energy out here.
And it's really been since about the 5 or 6 minute mark in the third quarter where they have just clamped down on the Mystics, and Washington now shooting 33% for the game. Chen rises up and she does it again.
And we're seeing the short range really being effective. Defense, as soon as they get a little bit of space or get them backpedaling, they take the shot.
Nothing better than a Valkyries lead, and Caitlin Chen in double figures. She's got 10 points, 4 of 6 from the field, and the Valkyries, this is, you want to use the term championship type performance here, as far as just a team that is really showing their discipline and poise on the road, shaking off a poor first quarter to just really wear out the Mystics. Foul off the ball here against Salon. But the way that the Valkyries have just imposed their will slowly here in the second half.
And that's it. Not sure what adjustments or what was said at the half to really switch that mentality or what they're doing out there. Obviously, at the beginning of the game, we mentioned no Sonia Citron. So how will the Valkyries make sure to get things done and lock in? They didn't lock in early, but you're seeing it on a different type of focus in this second half.
Another foul. This one against Kyla Charles. Well, how about Chen, Hayes, and Charles? They're 12 of 21. The rest of the Valkyries, 11 for 41. They have just been critical in this game for Golden State.
It's been huge, especially when you look at a team like the Valkyries who shoot the three, 5 of 27 from three-point land tonight.
So Onion Were will go to the line for one free throw. I believe it was defensive 3 in the key called against the Valkyries, and Valhalla don't lie there. It'll be Valkyries ball on the side. No, we had a little wrinkle to it. Valhalla travels.
Love it.
As we talked to Veronica Burton, she said, listen, we have to bring our own energy on the road. We've got to bring Valhalla with us, and they have certainly done that, especially here in the second half. Inside, it's Prosper getting her first minutes of the game, kicks it out. Onion Were still without a 3. She is 0 for 5 from outside. A little close to over and back, but the Valkyries able to skate by there. Chen. Use the Amihir ball screen. Chen draws 3 to the corner. Salon, 4-3, can't get it. Ball on the floor. Amihir gets knocked down, and Amihir grimaces as she falls to the court. They're going to get Amihir for the foul, so now the Valkyries, that's their 4th team foul. Just reminding everybody on defense. Calls here, communication, consistency. That's what they're always focused on, especially to close out games. Prosper to Amor. Amor picks up the dribble, back out to Prosper. Austin will take it from the top of the three-point line, rises up, and that's going to be a late whistle. Tiff Hayes can't believe it. The foul goes against Amihir.
Tiffany Hayes always has her teammates' back, making sure that she shows the emotion, as Leticia Amihir was trying to present a little bit too much.
Valkyrie still have their challenge. How about this? Shakira Austin, who's averaging 13.5 points per game, just 5 points on 2 of 8 shooting. She's got 7 rebounds, but so far for the Valkyries, Iriafin and Austin, who combine for 28 points a game, have just 16 combined so far tonight. It's
been a career year in points, rebounds, assists, blocks for Shakira Austin, and you're exactly right. They knew what they needed to do against her tonight.
What's great right now, starters getting a lot of rest so far. They have not played much here in the latter half of the second half. The bench has really carried the torch, and they've been playing exceptional. 5 to shoot. Hayes. Again, 3 defenders collapse. Salon, pump fake. Salon sets the feet, lets it fly, skips off the rim. Rebound to Amihir, rips it down. And the Valkyries will slow it down and look for another quality look. Chen driving on Amor, picks up the foul, and Coach Nakase loves to see the aggressiveness as she claps.
Yeah, Amor trying to get in that defensive stance, and Chen just took advantage, got explosive, and Amor had to just reach over with her arms, drawing the foul.
And Caitlin Chen, one of the reasons why she has just flourished in the second season with the Valkyries, she just plays with such intelligence. Notices the defender comes up, what do you do in that situation?
She's just a high IQ player, and she makes the right decisions when the player does come up to attack whoever's in front of her.
Charles creates some separation on Onion Were, can't hit the jumper. Still a 13-point lead for Golden State. 6:15 left in this ball game. Valkyries looking for their 5th win in a row to tie the franchise record set last season. Onion Were deflected by Hayes. Bodies going everywhere. Iriafin and Salon get tied up. And I felt like Hayes got hit there by Iriafin. That should have been a foul on Washington.
I almost thought Janelle Salon got hit by Iriafin.
They both did.
Maybe Kiki Iriafin was just going everywhere, just trying to get...
See their preparations, ride to the game on the bus. It's a 50-minute ride to get here with traffic. You get to the arena, doesn't have the juice that ball Hala does. You get off to a slow start in the first quarter, and now you're just fighting your way back into this game, and you've been the aggressor. Caitlin Chen taking over this game. She takes it to the cup. The Mystics need a timeout, and Caitlin Chen, nothing but smiles as the Falcons come into town for a back-to-back. July 18th and 20th against the Valkyries. Amor can't shake Chen. Dangerous pass to Austin. Somehow claims it in. 5 to shoot. Austin, Amir defending. That's Hayes that gets a hand in there. Out of bounds, 4 to shoot.
Great strip by Hayes, coming over, trying to help put that extra pressure on, sending it out of bounds.
Defensively now, do you think about switching everything here or stay at home?
You know, I think you just have to read the game. It's got to be a little combination of both, especially when you have that small lineup in.
It's exactly what you saw, but then the check right there and a foul on Austin as she goes to the free throw line. Now, one thing we're going to keep an eye on with 5:38 left in this game. The franchise record for fewest points allowed in a game is 57. That would mean the Mystics have to score 15 points to match that. This is an all-time defensive effort we're seeing from the Valkyries tonight.
It is, especially with the way that we've seen their offense go tonight. Hasn't been a night where they're making all their shots. Obviously, that's somewhere where you can generate so much energy. But for the Valkyries, they're generating that energy on the defensive end.
I just go back to what things have looked like here in the second half. Washington is 3 of 21 from the field in the second half. They're shooting 32% for the game. Salon from up top, the 3, too strong. But the looks have been just sensational this evening. Not a single forced 3 unless it was late in the shot clock for the Valkyries.
Yeah, even right there, wide open for Salon.
Amor flips it back up top. Austin over. Prosper for 3, no good. Amir the rebound.
And it's like we said, on the defensive end, that's what you want the Mystics to take, especially as we get later and later into this game.
Valkyries lead the league in fewest points allowed per game. This will certainly help the average after this one. 8 to shoot. Salon, the drive in the paint. Will skate out. Chen, shot clock winding down. Can she create a little magic here? Poked away by Amor. Tough situation. Chen will just heave it, and credit the Mystics for being on their P's and Q's defensively there.
You know, and for someone like Janelle Salon, after she missed a couple of those threes, she started driving it in on Austin. I thought she could have stopped in the mid-range and made that shot.
I think that's the first time I've seen Salon retreat the dribble after going in the paint this season. Again, not faulting her. It's just we typically see her shoot that in that area. Here's the drive. McMahon, Charles blanketing her. This bench just putting in serious time here in the fourth quarter. Hayes flies over, blocked by Salon at the summit. One more try, no good. The Valkyries not allowing anything down low.
Another huge effort, and that is Janelle Salon, not the biggest player on the floor, but man, can she play big.
Fourth block of the game for the Valkyries. Hayes will gladly let some more sand fall in the hourglass. Hayes, blow by, extra gear, flips the pass. Coach Nakase. She can hoop, but she's just not eligible to play.
She's like, no, don't pass to me right now. I'm not ready to shoot. But you saw Hayes, obviously.
Some inches and some pounds down low, and has just really fought against 2 strong front court players for the Mystics. Austin, pump fake. Stokes staying with her step for step. Austin tries to go around, wrapped up. Hayes can't believe it. But free throws coming for Austin with 3:52. It's still a 14-point lead for the Valkyries.
It's so hard when you're out there as a defender, especially a big. She kept her hands straight up until Austin was just going up for that shot. She came down for just a second, wanted to block it, instead sending Austin to line.
And this is such a good sign for the Valkyries because there are 2 things that are going so against the grain for this team right now. They lead the league in made threes per game at just over 10. They have 5 made threes tonight. Their starters, Thornton, Williams, and Burton, neither one of them have played 20 minutes even. Burton's played 19, Williams played 17. They are getting a lot of minutes off on game 2 of a 5-game road trip while your bench is playing marvelously in this game.
That's it. And Burton just checked back into the game, but it's exactly what you were just saying. The way that second unit has been able to take over and make sure they have that lead, to keep the lead, that's what you want to see on this road trip.
Chen, oh, the pop-up shot is good.
The pop-up shot, that's exactly how she shot that ball, with just the perfect amount of finesse.
14 points for Caitlin Chen, having herself a night. Austin Trying to shake Stokes. Austin, the pump fake. Tough shot, goes off the glass.
And that was a great navigation of the screen at first by Caitlin Chen. Even when she switched on to Austin, Austin just did a better job within that possession.
Amor. And keep up with Chen to the corner to Charles. Charles over to Burton. 5 to shoot. Burton has to do something with it. Charles will be the one to beat the shot clock. Salon, can she get it off in time? No good. Charles can't quite get it from Iriafin. McMahon will step on the gas. Chen steps right in front of her. Offensive foul. Caitlin Chen. She can do it on both ends, folks.
Ooh, and you see her bench. It's not just them missing buckets. It is the Valkyries defense doing such a good job everywhere on the floor, putting that pressure on.
Stokes, the catch. Floor is wide open. Salon whips it over to Burton. Chen, the drive, out to Burton, sets her feet for 3, off the rim, but I go back to it again, Morgan. These looks have been so good from outside.
And how that look was generated. The ball was moving around. I loved that offensive possession besides the ball not going in.
McMahon, checked by Burton. Austin looking for positioning. Amor will try to find a better angle. Chen got a hand on it for a moment. 3 to shoot. Austin, step back. No good. That hasn't worked for the Mystics. Loose ball. Prosper able to get it behind the back from Amor. Nice time. McMahon, the 3. No good. Nothing falling for Washington. Prosper at the free throw line. Down to Iriafin. Can't get it out of bounds. Just tough sledding for the Mystics.
Austin got a rebound while she was still on the floor. Knees on the floor, got the rebound. They kept pushing, going, doing everything they could. But guess what? The Valkyries never stopped on the entire defensive possession. Just absolutely incredible. Veronica Burton on the ground. You even saw Shakira Austin look at a shot that she loves at the free throw line, at the elbow. Just enough pressure there.
I tell you what, our nation's capital has not seen a defense package like the Valkyries are showing right now. Just an unbelievable effort as they have held the Mystics to 47 points with just over 90 seconds left in this game. Charles galloping with the left, can't get it. Mystics really have to push the pace here. They trail by a dozen. Stokes inside. Iriafin trying to rise up over her, finally gets the friendly bounce. 10-point lead for Golden State.
And good look, just creating enough space to get it over Kia Stokes.
Let's talk offensively for the Valkyries. You're just trying to milk as much clock. There simply are not enough possessions left in this game for the Mystics to come back.
No, but it's about taking care of the basketball in these possessions.
Chen tips it to Salon. Salon, the 3. Oh, it's a knockout punch from Janelle Salon. The Mystics have to call timeout, and the Valkyries getting it done on both ends of the floor. And Salon and this bench have just been special tonight.
It just never ends, Jordan.
And I love picking up 90 feet away from the hoop as well, too. Nothing easy for the Mystics, not until the clock hits all zeros. JuLy hands off to Prosper. Olsen to Betts. They've got the rest of the bench squad in for the Mystics at the moment. Olsen can't get it. Betts at the rim. Lost the handle, tied up with Stokes. It'll be a tip between youth and experience coming up here soon.
It's just never giving up. Even there, not allowing Lauren Betts to get anything easy in the paint, sticking with it to get the jump ball.
Valkyries with 10 steals. They have forced 16 turnovers, but how about protecting the basketball? Just 6 turnovers from Golden State. They have the fewest amount per game in the league at just over 11 per game. 44 seconds left. Now the question is, can you hold the Mystics to under 50 possibly? That's the jumper. Oh, Stokes blocked her straight-legged. What a statement to just sum up this game.
Wow, I'm almost speechless. Picking up 94 feet. No, we're going home.
16 seconds between shot and game clock. Potentially one of the last possessions of the games for the Valkyries. Burton and company just have to dot the I's, cross the T's. 5 on the shot clock. Burton in the paint. No good. Selfishly, you want to stop it here. Keep them at 49. McMahon out to Betts. The jumper. No good. JuLy, the rebound. JuLy to McMahon. Inside to Betts. 2 seconds left in this game. Betts, I don't know if she got it off, but how about that for the Valkyries? The